top of it, fellas, I want to talk about seed retention done properly. Now, we're going to use the word seed instead of the scientific word for it that also starts with an S, just simply because if I ever choose to clip this up and post it on TikTok, they won't remove the video. For whatever reason, they don't like that word. Fine. So, seed retention done properly. Guys, listen, man, I've been in the game for a while. I started this channel off preaching seed retention because I discovered how beneficial it was to my life. And it was so life-changing to the point where I literally created a channel just to get other guys to see the light and the truth of this practice. And at this point, that was about 6 years ago almost. And you know, guys, I gotta say, man, it's a journey. It's been a long journey. And I've learned so much about myself. And, you know, even after being 6 years of doing this practice, I'm not saying I've done it 6 years straight of holding it in, but I'm saying 6 years of being mindful of how I choose to release my seed if I ever choose to do so. I've learned so much about discipline and energy and dealing with people and just so many other things that are coming with this practice that I want to share to you guys ultimately what I feel is the proper way to do this practice. You see, I see a lot of guys now posting videos about this and salute. You know, I appreciate that. You guys are getting the word out. The younger guys are spreading the message. They're understanding this is what we need to be practicing, especially to counteract this hypersexual culture that we live in, where guys are just programmed to spill their precious energy for no reason, and even with negative energy connotations attached to it, which is even worse. But I'm saying, guys, when it comes to seed retention, we have to get intentional and be productive while we're retaining. You understand me? Like, it's fun and games. It's great to just retain just for the sake of retaining. Just to retain is good enough, right? That's great. That's really step one, though. You're just getting started. To just not bust. That's easy. I mean, it's not that easy if you've been, you know, programmed to give in to this sexual culture we live in. But I'm saying to actually not bust is easy. It's just don't bust. Don't play with yourself. Okay, we got that. What's the next step? That's step one. Step two, which is more crucial, is now we got to get productive. Now we have to be mindful about our intentions. Why am I not busting off? Why am I holding that in? What am I doing instead of wasting time looking at adult film content and all this other hypersexual stuff? Instead of that, now what am I doing? Ask yourself this. Don't just look at me ask you the question. I want you to ask it yourself and answer that question. What am I doing now? Am I still just playing video games and wasting time? Am I just using this extra boost of energy and extra retention and testosterone? Am I using it to attract women? Ask yourself that. What are you choosing to retain for? Or are you doing the smart thing, which I recommend? Are you now choosing to focus, lock in on the things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, in this short period of time that you have on earth? Are you going to start locking in and get serious about your goals? That's what it should be for, fellas. And listen, man, I'm not here to guilt nobody. I understand, especially if you're younger and you may not have had an experience with women and whatnot. You want to get that in. You know, I was even guilty, man, when I first kind of did retention. I was kind of like, man, I want to get some women. You know, this is impressive. Women kind of, you know, it's the whole thing of attraction. I even had one of my biggest videos blow up from talking about some retention, attraction, law of attraction experiences. But, I was a young guy in my 20s. Just it was a new thing to me, right? But as a more mature man, I realized that, yeah, that's fun and games, but women come and go, man. Women are always going to be there. But what is not always going to be there is your youth and your time and your energy. That's always dissipating. With every day that goes by, you're not going to get that time back. So we have to maximize that. And along the pursuit of your goals and the things that you want to accomplish in this short period of life that you have, women will be there. You'll get plenty of women if that's what you want. Hell, if you want one wife and you want to just settle down, get a family, that's there. If you want to be a boss player and just have a bunch of women that are just at your beck and call, that's there also. But ultimately, man, this retention comes with a higher level dimension of intellect, of a way of thinking, especially if you can be more intentional about how you think. You understand? Not just going by thinking the way everybody else thinks. No, you're doing something different that nobody else is really doing with retaining. You're practicing a certain level of discipline that like 1% of men ever experience ever, right? So with that, you're already above the crowd. You're already on a whole nother trajectory. But the thing is, it doesn't stop there. Now you got to take it to that next level. Use that extra energy, that extra brain power, that extra fire that God has given you right now. You are literally purifying yourself, giving yourself a closer connection with the Most High. Believe it or not, you're purifying yourself. You have to use that extra boost to go harder on your goals, on your tasks. Take chances. And use that extra brain power and intellect to, whatever, business minded, or you want to create organizations. You want to set standards in your city, your community. You want to improve your community. You want to do things politically. There's so many. The possibilities are endless, is what I'm saying, guys. So don't just stop at. I'm saying don't just stop at, oh, I'm retaining. I've been retaining for 14 days, for 60 days. That's great. Congratulations. I applaud that, because it's not easy just to hold it in this hypersexual culture. But what I'm saying is you have to take it to the next level, to the next step of putting that extra energy, that extra brain power, that extra discipline and focus to use for your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, becoming the great one that you're meant to be. You understand what I'm saying? It's a tool. Retention it's like a boost. It's like an extra credit. You ever play them video games where the character gets like the extra shield, So now you can go out in the world and you got it, if somebody attacks you, you got that extra shield, and it's like your health is still 100%, and you can still operate even harder. You get what I'm saying? It's not the end all be all of life. Because a lot of guys, man, they make it seem like you just go on retention and just miracles start happening and you can just sit on your chair, on your couch, and then the universe just rains down gifts and miracles. I mean, yeah, gifts and miracles do come. They come out of nowhere sometimes. Weird coincidences happen, sure. But that ain't gonna happen on the couch, man. It ain't gonna happen just messing around and just not doing anything, not being productive or intentional about what you want to do in this life. You still have to live life and go do things and experience, go meet people, go socialize, go build something, all right? That's what I'm really I want to hammer that into you guys, to build, get creative. You have extra creative energy. Let's use that. That energy literally creates life and you're holding it in. So you don't think you're going to have an extra bit of creativity to use in this life? That's exactly what's going to happen. So use it for good reason. Don't use it for ill intentions. Have fun with women, but don't just all the way focus on women, because that's not a goal. Unless you want to have a wife and you're looking for that. Yeah, get your dating roster right, but take it to the next level. Have the women that are in your life and help them towards your goals. Put them to work. That's what God made women for, man. As a helpmeet to help us. That's that game. That's that ism. And when you retain, you have no other choice but to have this extra bit of information to use women for their intended purposes. Women want to have use in your life. Women want to be used for things other than just the physical lust that we all, put focus on. Women are so much more useful than just that. I promise you. And you'll stand out in every woman's life if you can put her to use. And besides just the physical, if you could just put her to use, she's going to remember you forever. And you don't even focus on the physical. You're not even tripping on that. You'll have her like dumbfounded. Like, why isn't he just want to sleep with me? Why does he want to like do other things? And he's asking my opinion on this product that he's making and this mission that he's on. Like, man, this guy is really doing things. He's like the president. Who is this guy? Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. And it's a whole nother level, man. We got to take advantage of this extra energy, this extra brain power, put it to use, put the world to use, man. This world is like a playground. It's like a factory. It's like a big old just opportunity, man. Life is made out of time, space, and matter. On this earth is matter, material. Now we get to use like Play-Doh and like Legos. We get to build things and create, bring ideas to life, change the world. Do you understand me? I have so many things I got to work on, man. I'm currently in that state right now. And I've taken my chances. I was up and I crashed down, taking chances, and I'm still here, smiling, giving you guys the game because I want to see you guys go up and take things further. And I'm still looking to go far too. And I want to meet y'all at the top. Absolutely. But I'm saying, man, it starts with that retention, man, that discipline, that extra energy you're getting. Use it, man. You need all the extra boost that you can get in this world because it's constantly trying to drain us. These women are constantly with these succubi energy trying to drain us. The world is full of scams trying to drain your bank account. It's just drainage everywhere, trying to zap your energy. We need every bit that we can get from the Most High. We need to be as close to the Most High as possible. We need every bit of intuition as possible. We need that tapped in, extraordinary energy. We need that purity as much as possible. So that one day when we choose to have offspring, they'll have that extra bit of soul in them, that extra purity, man. Our children will be more pure souls instead of just these cranked out souls from us just busting off all the time, and they get these kind of leftover energy. We can give them that pure 100% retention energy of pure testosterone, pure strength that men are supposed to have, that kings and noble men of the past used to have when they weren't watching adult film content all the time. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, man, I hope this message hammers home. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying and the importance of it. Don't take it lightly. This retention, man, is a life changer. Once you understand the power of retention, you can't go back. You can't just go back to spilling your seed. That's silly. I have never gone back to that. I've never even thought of that. Once I discovered how beneficial retention is to my life and to the world, really, it's like every time I have chosen to lay down with a woman, I always am mindful of like, I don't want to spill my seed. I want to hold on to this. Yeah, I've spilled my seed plenty of times since I've discovered retention, but I'm still get back up and I still try to not release with a woman because I need as much of that fuel as possible. And I even mentioned plenty of times of there's like a degree to how many times you can spill your seed without having any real negative effects. You know, when you're in your 20s, you can only spill it like 4 days, every 4 days, and still have your strength about you. In your 30s, it's every 8 days. In your 40s, it's every 16 days. And in your 50s, it's about every once a month that you shouldn't spill more than once a month. And obviously, as you get older in your 60s, 70s, you should really not spill every 2 months and 3 months, or really at all. The ultimate goal is to not spill it at all, of course. But, you know, if you do spill it, let it be with a woman, man. You earned it at that point. But you should still hold on to it. Make it a mission, because we need all that extra juice as possible. You understand me? Because we're men, we create things, we build nations, infrastructure. Women, not so much. They got to take care of things at home, so they don't really have as much of that pressure to retain that seed, because they don't really spill a seed like that as we do with every, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm kind of rambling at this point. You guys get it. Just giving y'all some extra information to help you on this journey. But nonetheless, man, I just wanted to tap in on this subject, man. One of my favorite subjects that I haven't really spoken too much on, but I know that you guys will benefit from this, man. And get busy, man. Put that energy to use. Stop playing around. Stop acting like you're gonna live for 1,000 years. No. Not unless you maybe purify your diet, which none of y'all are, really. Y'all eating this BS. It's shortening our lifespans. But that's another topic. Nonetheless, man, get busy. Chase your goals. You don't have infinite time like you are acting like you do. And yeah, man, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, show me that y'all support it. And subscribe to the channel, man. I got more good information on the way. This motorcycle going crazy. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.